If you've seen the latest news, then you know that Cam Whitmore is headed to DC. And no, this isn't just another throwaway trade for a rebuilding team spinning its wheels. This is actually the latest in what is shaping up to be a long list of really smart moves by the Wizards front office. Washington didn't take on bad contracts. They didn't overpay for a mid-tier vet. They got a 21-year-old wrecking ball with star upside. And they got him cheap. All it cost them was a couple second-round picks. Cam Whitmore was one of the most confusing draft day stories in recent memory. Going into the 2023 draft, this dude was projected top 5 after his freshman year at Villanova. Explosive athlete, built like a tank, could get downhill at will, NBA-ready strength at 18 years old. But then, for reasons that are still unclear, teams panicked. He dropped all the way to the 20th pick. The Houston Rockets grabbed him, and all he did from there was prove he probably should have gone much higher. The Wizards are building something that is eerily similar to what the NBA champion OKC Thunder did, and a major reason for that is Will Dawkins, the Wizards' current GM, who spent 15 years in the OKC front office. The Wizards have added multiple picks and pick swaps, signaling a long-term commitment to asset accumulation. They've emphasized player development, infrastructure, and culture before making win-now moves. But perhaps most impressive of all, they're building through the draft and adding promising players and using their draft positioning to target high-upside prospects. The emphasis is on long-term development, not immediate impact. Alex Sarr and Bub Carrington are entering their second year after promising rookie seasons. Bilal Coulibaly is developing as a shooter and lockdown defender. Rookie Trey Johnson could be the next Devin Booker if he hits his ceiling. Keyshawn George and Will Riley are long and athletic wings oozing with potential. A.J. Johnson and Dylan Jones could break out too. And they just traded for Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham. But Whitmore could be the crown jewel of it all. In 2 years of NBA action, his career has been impressive with averages of 10.8 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 36% shooting from three. Adjust that to per 36 minutes, and he's averaging 22 points and 7 boards. And here's the kicker. He's done this with a usage rate near 10%. That is super low for a guy this productive. So what does all that mean? Whitmore doesn't need the ball to score. He worked off cuts, he crashed the glass, he ran the lane in transition. He found his moments and he punished lazy defenders when they gave him an inch. Cam Whitmore gives Washington something it's been missing for years. An athlete with star upside who doesn't need plays called for him to dominate. He's a 6'7" freight train with a quick first step, elite vertical pop, and a nose for the rim. He plays like every possession is personal. In transition, he's an absolute menace. In the half court, he's learning how to use that strength to get buckets against real NBA defenders. All that being said, he's not perfect, of course. Playmaking is still a weakness. His handle isn't tight enough yet for consistent shot creation in the half court. He can get tunnel vision when attacking. And defensively, while the tools are there, the reads and rotations are still raw. But here's the thing. Washington isn't asking Cam Whitmore to be a finished product right now. They're asking him to grow with the team. But the Wiz know they need more than just young guys. The Wizards have veterans in C.J. McCollum, Marcus Smart, and Chris Middleton. High-character dudes with playoff experience and a proven track record of leadership. Add to that, they combined for nearly $100 million in expiring salary that the Wizards can use to upgrade the roster. And if the Wizards are one of the worst teams this year, as they're expected to be, then they're going to have a top pick in what is looking like one of the most top-heavy drafts in years. There are multiple franchise-level players. The blueprint is clear. These are not the Wizards of 5 years ago. The days of clinging to mediocrity and hoping an aging core could magically flip the switch, those days are gone. This is a front office that understands how to build a modern contender, and they're not afraid to take the long road to get there. Will Dawkins and company aren't gambling on washed vets or overpaying for fake stars. They're swinging for upside. They're investing in athleticism, versatility, and long-term development. They're building the infrastructure, scouting, coaching, player development, things that turn raw prospects into real pieces. If that sounds familiar, then it should. That's exactly how the Thunder went from bottom feeders to Western Conference juggernaut. They didn't panic. They didn't chase short-term wins. They played the long game, trusted their evaluations, and when the talent finally clicked, they were ready. Washington is walking the same path. And thanks to Dawkins, they're walking it with someone who's been down that road before and knows where the landmines are. The difference now is that fans can actually see the plan. Every move feels intentional. Every draft pick fits the timeline. Even the vets they've kept around serve a purpose. The Wizards don't need to rush. They just need to keep stacking talent, keep developing, and when the moment comes, be ready to strike. And here's the wild part. The Wizards could still be really bad this season, but that's not failure, that's fuel. If they end up with a top pick in the draft, they'll be in a position to grab a franchise-changing talent to pair with Whitmore, Trey Johnson, Alex Sarr, and the rest of the young core. You don't get many chances to build from the ground up with a blank slate and a forward-thinking front office. Washington has that now. So yeah, Cam Whitmore is headed to DC, but this isn't about one player. This is about a franchise finally getting it right. And if they stay the course, this could be the start of something very, very special. Guys, let me know what you think about the Wizards. If you're a Wizards fan, I expect for you to drop a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this video at any time, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button too, so you never miss an NBA video from me. I love how the Wizards are following the Oklahoma City blueprint. Nikola Topic is a perfect example of that. He was drafted by OKC a couple years ago. He sat out last year, his rookie year, due to injury. But now he is looking to take that leap into the NBA. And it looks like the Oklahoma City Thunder have yet another guy. I did a whole video about it. Make sure you check it out. Don't be a casual in basketball or in life. And I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Peace.